but you're going to find consistency using silver bullet because it's time-based, and it's always going to form. Every single day, it's there. The problem is you want it to form on your favorite time frame. You want it to fit your already established expectation or preconceived notions about what price should do, and you're not following the rules. So yes, you're doing shit wrong, and you're not getting the results, and that's expected, right? If I give you a recipe and say, this is the ingredients, this is the order you do it, and this is what you should expect as a result, and you substitute something, okay? You leave a key ingredient out and replace it with what you think is better suited for that. You're not going to get the same result. And don't complain that you didn't get the result that was promoted by me that you should be getting if you're doing something outside the scope of the instructions and parameters I've given. If you come to me as an educator, as a mentor, you're trusting me enough to give me your attention initially. So why don't you fucking follow the rules that I've placed in front of you? You're failing. You are failing, not me. You are. So you have to change that shit. It's always going to be you. When I mess up and when I fail, nobody's fault but mine. That's accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. And some people just don't want to be accountable. They want to have the luxury of being able to blame somebody else because they fucked up. They didn't do something right. And in this industry, guess what, Jack? You don't get that luxury. It's always you. Because I don't run a fucking signal service. If you make money, congratulations. You did it right. Well done. I am proud of you. If you lose money, eat that shit because you did it on your own. What do you mean, eat that shit? Learn from it. It's hard medicine. It's a bitter pill. Swallow it. It's going to make you better. It will make you better. It's going to make you the trader you want to be. You think that it's always going to be the sugar highs that make you the best trader that you're ever going to be. Give me the stuff that works, ICT. Fuck all the bullshit. You're going to learn from all the cuts, the abrasions, the bruises, the losses. That's what I learned from. And you're going to learn from it too. But you have to allow that to happen. You can't tiptoe around thinking, I'm going to avoid losing trades. You're not. Because the more you try to do that, it's going to land right in your lap. But every single time I blew out an account, it was on the heels of a good run. And I wanted to feel good again because it was wearing off too fast. The same fucking hour, walking around like, oh, man, shit. I made more money than I make a whole month. A whole month of work in this bullshit job. I made more money than that in this one fucking trade. Man, like if I just did that once a month, I don't need to have a job. Yeah, it's great. It's wearing off. I got to do it again. And you think that you can just go into the market and find something like that again, forgetting the fact that it just took you 2.5, 3 weeks for that price run to continue, to complete and go to its target. You get tore up by the chemical imbalances in your brain when you win, and you don't even know what that feels like yet because you haven't done it yet. You haven't won. You haven't found consistency. And when that achievement is reached, you have a whole new level of learning to go through. It's something, folks. It's a learning process.
Yo! Good morning, boys and girls. My bad, I forgot to turn my camera on. Good morning, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hop in the stream, hop in the stream. Like the stream if you'd be ever so kind, guys. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Little Uzi? What's up, Zach, PJW, Shamar, Sashin, Wendell, Raylan, Maida, good to see ya. Chic should have a third option, the bias sideways. Yeah, I probably should, but I feel like a lot of people would pick that as a cop-out answer. If you don't have a bias, feel free to just type it in the chat. It helps the engagement anyway, folks. Good morning, Allie. Good morning, Nick. Dawson, good morning. Pat, good morning. Welcome, guys. Yeah, let me know in the chat. I dropped a poll. Let me know if you guys are feeling more bullish or bearish for this morning's session. Obviously, we have Pull it up Forex Factory here. Obviously, we have FOMC meeting minutes later this afternoon. It is not the Fed funds rate or anything like that. So I'm not expecting that level of impact. However, a lot of times when you have this FOMC meeting minutes going on later in the day, a lot of times the AM session can just be choppy, slow, rangy, seek and destroy, etc., etc. So I'm not coming into today with high expectations by any means. Very well could end up tape reading all morning and not end up taking a trade. So that's just my expectation going into today. If we get something, it's great. If not, then, you know, my expectations kind of been met. So no harm, no foul. But obviously the goal will be more so today. I just want to filter out if conditions are poor. My goal for today is, if conditions are poor, to recognize it early and avoid any unnecessary losses. That's my goal. More than taking a trade to make money, that's my goal. But if I see something that I think makes a lot of sense, I'm not gonna withhold myself from taking it. But we're 3 minutes into the open here, and really quick, just jumping out to the higher time frames. Got some levels marked out here. Obviously that we have open still. So this daily fair value gap remained open on NASDAQ yesterday. ES did trade into this daily inefficiency, so it's not really required that NQ needs to do so, because obviously that's an SMT divergence with that previous day low. See this daily volume imbalance here. So I guess what I'm wondering here, so looking at ES, you guys can see that daily fair value gap that we've traded into here, right? Ended up closing up here. So far today, we are inside the previous day range. So ES, NQ, neither one of these have taken the previous day high or low. So essentially, when you're inside of a range like this, this is kind of when you get that slower action, that choppy, more choppy range-bound action, because you're diddling in the middle, for lack of a better phrase. You're in the middle of a range. So it's tough to kind of, with a lot of conviction, pick a direction. So I kind of set you guys up for failure by giving you the pull option of bullish or bearish. So we are inside of the previous day range. So let me just go ahead and mark out. We already got previous day high marked. Let's go ahead and mark previous day low as well. Let's mark a PDL. PDL. PDH. PDL, PDH. Um, 4 hour. 4 hour, you can see this inefficiency here. So this is kind of where we're at in price. This inefficiency here. Extend that across. We inverse it. And depending on how this 4 hour candle closes in 20 minutes, might reclaim it, might end up holding the inversion. We'll know in 25 minutes. But as far as this 4 hour, I guess you could consider this a BPR here with this tiny little range here. Could extend that across. So we'll keep that marked out for now. Let's keep scaling in. 1 hour fair value gap, 1 hour. I don't know if you guys would consider this a unicorn, but order block overlapping a fair value gap. Oops. I'm just looking for SMT at these lows. We do have SMT with this current 15-minute wick. ES did not put in a lower low on this candle. NQ did. So we do have an SMT here. Nice fast move up. Regular trading hours. Opening range gap. We're inside of it right now. I mean, I guess it's tough because we're right at this open part of that inefficiency. The bullish 4 hour fair value gap. We're just trading right at it. I understand, like, on the 1 minute, this looks pretty good. Is this first presentation? Where is it? 9:30. 9:30's here, so I guess first presentation on the 1 minute would actually be here. This is a subsequent bullish gap. On the 1 minute chart, this looks decent. I think we all probably would agree. If you've traded ICT concepts for a while, I think that looks good on the 1 minute. With a nice low resistant liquidity run right here. Trendline liquidity. There might be something here to get long from. As it pulls back into here, I'll keep my eye on it. And if I feel like it looks good, I very well might hop in. I'm not going to be in a rush to do so. So I could get left behind as well if it just does this. You know, if it just puts just the tip in, boys. Just the tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels. If it just puts the tip in and then goes bananas, I might miss out on this. But do I trade silver bullet? You could say so, yeah, silver bullet hour. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily looking for like a silver bullet model setup per se, but I guess if you're in the silver bullet hour and you enter off of a fair value gap, you kind of are trading silver bullet, I guess. We're still early in the market open, by the way. Like, we're only 9 minutes in. That's also making me want to wait. We're just so early. Generally, if I trade in the opening range, like the first 15-20 minutes, it usually doesn't go well for me. I usually always end up getting faked out. And you can see here, like on the 1 minute, as I toggle back to ES, you can see the SMT with these structural highs. So that's good to note. At this 4-hour fair value gap, so yeah, you can see, I mean, this is heavy for now. Let's see if it ends up respecting the low. Nice fat wick on the 5 and 15 minute bearish fair value gap here, BPR. Yeah, I think there's actually a lot suggesting this could go lower. Which is fine, because like I did tell you guys, we're in the middle of the range. Like, we haven't taken previous day high. We haven't taken previous day low. You know, I would say there's a decent strategy or decent philosophy would be you're always waiting for extremes of those levels. Because it's the easiest trading when you're trading, you know, obviously in a trendy market. So when you're expanding and getting clear manipulation at previous day, previous week high low, and then you're trying to execute on the distribution back to the other end of the range. When you're in the middle, you have no idea which way we're going to go. Necessarily, right? So we'll see, man. We'll see. We got macro in like 9 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. This looks pretty choppy. I'm glad I didn't just impulsively enter longs here. Right now, just bearish SMT with this internal structure. It's gonna tip because he didn't enter. Oh no, market gave these fair value gaps the entire shaft, it looks like. Yes, sir. This fair value gap said just the tip. Market said, okay. Thanks. Oh, that's good. Gotta love some tape reading. Amen. Whether we take a trade or not this morning, that's not the important part. The important part is we're getting field experience. We're still getting chart experience, some chart time under the belts, folks. And that's always a good thing. Come on. Come on. But looking at the poll here, let me go ahead and vote if you haven't, folks. Go ahead and vote if you haven't. But let me know if you're bullish or bearish. And we'll get this closed off. For right now, most of the chat is feeling bullish today, looks like 68%. Why so many rectangles? I don't know. I just like them. Just kind of like them, I guess. Is it triggering the OCD? I try to keep as little shit on my chart as possible. But every once in a while, you get a little carried away with the drawings here, right? You got to mark out all the SMT, the trendline liquidity, liquidity sweeps, fair value gaps. Come on, you got to get it all. You got to get it all. Well, what does ICT call it? The lipstick. You got to get that lipstick on. Get that lipstick on the chart. Got to get that lipstick on the chart. Let's scale out here a little bit. By the way, we haven't that lower resistance liquidity basically is just lower highs from Asia and London and pre-market as well. So we got macro in like 5 minutes. End of the 4-hour candle in 15. You can see the difference right now just in this 15-minute candle. ES bullish right now. NQ wanting to reach lower. And Dow Jones reaching lower as well. Fantastic. So, your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, I would say if you're trying to trade inside this, not looking good. Ouchies. This is if we get seek and destroy, this is what it's going to start to look like, right? It's going to start to look like a broadening formation where we end up sweeping, you know, shallow sweeps of the lows, shallow sweeps of the highs, broadening formation. We just kind of keep increasing the range a little bit, just enough to keep stopping more people out who are trying to trade the range, trade those breakouts. But anywho, I would yeah, I'm gonna close the poll off now, boys. 66% bullish, 34% bearish. The people that are bearish, I don't want to be the one that gives a cop-out answer. I'm assuming if you're bearish, your draw is probably previous day low. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But that is what I would assume. And obviously, because I'm more bullish on the higher time frames, I would prefer, you know, we do run for sell side, so that way we can, the rest of the week, get back on the bullish regimen. That'd be nice. First presentation for a value gap here was disrespected, respecting now is inversion. Macro is about to begin. I wonder if this is just going to start dumping here. I'm tempted to try a short. I'm tempted to try a short, but I don't feel like it looks super obvious jumping off the chart, so I probably should stick to my word and be more patient. So I'll do that for you guys. I'll do that for you guys. But we got SMT at these highs. Trading below first presentation. If this holds, I could see this thing. We got equal lows here. I could see this thing just letting go and then not giving an opportunity to get back in. But plus we're trading below. We traded below this breaker. I'll be patient and wait like a good boy, but mentally that's kind of what I'm seeing play out here. Just to frame what a trade would have looked like. This is a tape read for right now, guys. I'm not in this. I'm not entering this. I'm just seeing how this plays out. I might enter if we do get something in here that we can use. But we'll see if it doesn't, if it just runs and like doesn't give an actual like entry to get in on a pullback, then what I was afraid of is what happened. SMT with this current low. Macro's just now starting. Yeah, we got SMT here now. $30-second gap here. Let's see how we treat it. Immediately inversed it for the moment. Retesting that bearish breaker block. The tiniest little 1 minute gap here. I might give this inversion a go here on the 15-second. All right, nothing there yet. Still respecting bullish. All right, good job. Good job, kids. Avoiding losses. Come on. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, yeah. A little seek and destroy action. Seek and destroy vibes. Yes, sir. Why does the ES chart look like absolute garbage on the 15-second? Looks like a transformer. It's called Seek and Destroy. I feel like the ES chart always looks like this as you scale into lower time frames. Blocky glitch, like it just looks like a glitch. But yeah, Wriggles, I think you might be onto something there. I think you might be onto something. Exactly what I was trying to avoid by not jumping into this trade. Exactly what I was trying to avoid. Hell yeah. But there might still be something here, so just hold your horses. Just hold your goddamn horses. Fuck. Oh. This would be a bearish change in the state of delivery here on the 15-second. Not yet. What the fuck is that? I hate that wick up. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and try this short. Let's give this a try here on the 15-second. Nice little cheap trade here. 15-second change in the state. 1 minute bearish breaker block. Let's see if we can get price to break down a little bit here. I'll take risk off at the low. Try to hold it toward previous day low. Risk is about 13, 14 points. Just created an inversion here. So far, so good. Don't jinx me, knock on wood. All right, boys, we're close enough. Your boys are taking the stop loss down to entry, protecting that trade. Let's see if we can get this thing to let go now. Just let go like you did to Jack on the Titanic, Rose. I'll never let go. You let him drown is what you did. You let him drown is what you did. I'll never let go. You let go. Just being kind of, you know, in case of a disaster, folks. In case of a disaster. Oh my. Yeah, in my mind, we had this bearish fair value gap and this inversion protecting the break-even stop. I mean, so if these all get ran through anyway, might not be worth holding on to. I could always get wicked out and then it goes, but I'm just one guy. You know what I mean? All right, guys, stop that break even there. Yeah, pretty choppy. Pretty choppy. We'll see if I ended up... We'll see if that just is a wick to get me out and then it dumps. That'd be pretty classic, but... I'll just play Russian roulette later. It's all good. Nice, dude. Yeah, sick. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I love that. Straight back down. I feel like that candle was meant just for me. Oh, was that just for me, NASDAQ? Wow, thanks. Bitch. I'm not gonna chase it. No. The devil on my shoulder is not gonna convince me. But anyway, guys, the reason for that trade was obviously all of the stuff we'd already mentioned, the bearish SMT, the inversion of this 4-hour fair value gap, right? And then you can see, obviously, we're disrespecting, just blowing out these bullish PD arrays. Yeah, fuck you. Whatever, NASDAQ. Eat my ass. And then we get this 1-minute bearish breaker. So then as we were pulling back into it, scaled into a 15-second, waited for change in state of delivery. Dude, that's so stupid. I hate it here. Tyler, you can only be mad at yourself. No, I want to be mad at the market, actually. I'd prefer to be mad at the market this time. Don't make me take accountability today. I'm not about to do it. But yeah, so that was the reason for the entry there. And got stopped at break even. Definitely was aggressive with my trade management, for sure. No denying that. And now she might just run away. I think I got top ticked out. Classic, classic, classic. Got ourselves a new 4-hour here, don't we? What do you think, Chad? Am I cooked? Is this thing gonna dip? Right idea. Yeah, Tyler, that's what you get for having no balls. Damn. Damn. That's what you get, bonehead. Yucks. Let me pull the chat up. Let me see what I've missed. That wick was just for you, bro. Thanks. Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. Well, let's see if we get this previous day low delivery. It just feels like the market slapped you in the face or kicked you in the nuts when it does stuff like that. I'm being facetious, by the way. I know it's my fault. So relax. The music changed as soon as I hopped in. Did it really? That was all part of the master plan. Is anybody holding shorts right now? If so, I want to send you wishes of luck. I got a top tick out at break even here on this. You can see the wick. Look at this thing. It literally looks like a middle finger. It just looks like a middle finger. To me. I know what they got, one of those emojis. Where is it? Here we go. Nice. Don't want to trade. You're up 800 from Asia. Congrats. ICT went short as well. Did he really? I saw he posted a new video on YouTube. Did you guys watch it? Bum 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 bum. Man, what a beaut though, huh? Don't have how discounted the short is. Yeah, I mean your discount like of the current range, right? But obviously if you scale out higher time frames and just kind of look, I mean, obviously we're, I'd say more so in a premium, especially if we're reaching for like previous day low and below. Obviously these are all your discounted PD arrays down here. Macro just ended. I mean, we got really close to that previous day low here. Let's see if I can finish this out. I'm not going to scalp this to the low here. This wick got me out at break even. For the short there, just trying to be defensive given the day. And it backfired on me in this particular example, but I don't think it really makes a whole lot of sense to try to scalp this to this, right? Yeah, obviously I'll be bullish after we take previous day low, if that wasn't already a given. But yeah, man, if you guys caught the short and held on to it, man, kudos to you. I guess there's not really a whole lot to celebrate until the draw is hit, so maybe I shouldn't open my mouth, but very nice. Already, I mean, you already caught over a 50-point move. Shit. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. You will never get this. You will never get this. We will, we will. Even a 5-minute gap open up here at this low. I would consider joining the short if we pull up into here. And then I would scale back into the 15-second. And then find an entry off that. It is a if right now, though. I'm assuming most of you guys that are holding the short are hoping this just holds. And just sends us lower. We'll see. See if it wants to make you sweat it out. We are outside the macro right now, so anything's possible. We know how market behaves outside the macro. What are your thoughts? Rate pause or rate cut? I don't think it will hike. What's the forecast? Well, there's no... Yeah, are you talking about today? There's no rate cut or hike today. This is just the meeting minutes. The actual FOMC... Did that already happen? Did that already happen? No? FOMC meeting minutes. I'm just double checking this calendar, making sure I'm not... Yeah. Oh. There's no FOMC event in February? What? NFP, CPI, PPI. What is today? The 19th? Yeah, I don't know. It's just meeting minutes today. It's not the actual Fed funds. But I don't know. I think Trump was saying that he was demanding lower interest rates, right? So I don't know if they'll cut interest rates because of that this next time around. I think Powell made it sound like they were going to kind of just stay where they were at. I don't think they were going to hike them. Yeah, so the next actual Fed funds rate is March 19th, literally in a month from now. That's so interesting. Anyway, but yeah, so I think if anything, rates will get cut. I think if anything, rates will get cut. If nothing else, they'll just stay where they're at. I don't know if there's already a forecast for March or not. There's not. Okay. Yeah, so I think rates will get cut if anything, but we'll see. Didn't we have Trump speaking today? I don't know. It doesn't say anything. I mean, who knows? He might. He could. Yeah. February 19th. Yeah, we don't. It's not on here. It might get added by the end of the day though, so we'll see. Yeah, boys. 5-minute fair value gap being hit right now. And retesting that low. Isn't it just miserable feeling like when you're holding that and you're so close to the draw and it like just doesn't want to finish it off? I know that for those of you guys holding, I know that feeling, and it's I know it's not a fun one. I know it's not a fun one. Well, that's shitty. The 15-second change in the state of delivery would be all the way down here, unless we put in a higher high here, which would be preferred. If we can put in a new high, come back, this would be our new level. Series of down close candles that put in the new high. Otherwise, it's all the way down here, which would be pointless to try to get in. Oops. No, David, I have not put any limit orders in. Nope, nope, nope. I'll just market execute if I'm gonna get in. But yeah, attempted the short once already. For those of you guys just joining, got stopped at break even. Unfortunately, right? This candle right here stopped me out at break even. It was aggressive. I definitely, you know, kind of suffocated the trade a little bit by trailing stop pretty early, just as we were kind of forming PD arrays again on this 15-second. That's where I grabbed my entry from. So I was managing the trade off of the 15-second, which is where I found entry. So, yeah, the old ideology was, you know, we formed this bearish for value gap here, extend that across, and then we had the inversion basically here. So I was wanting to see these two PD arrays hold and prevent price from returning to my entry that was protected by my stop. So as you can see here, we get this Shrek candle up, tags me out, basically literally top ticked, and then immediately right back down. So yeah, that happens. But even if not, I would not have closed. I would have been holding for previous day low. So if this returns all the way back up, then it's all kind of irrelevant anyway. I know you guys holding shorts don't want me to say this, but I'm really hoping we get another little higher high up here. I really am. I'm hoping that price wants to come poke above these equal highs here on the 15-second. And if it just goes, I'll be happy for you. I'll be happy for you. We did hit the 5 minutes, so. Every single day this year, I've had at least one break even. Yeah, break evens are, maybe it doesn't really get talked about as much, but I feel like break evens are pretty common. Maybe the tricky part about break evens though is it can be, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I've definitely had my moments where break even trades, obviously if they go to the target anyways without hitting where your stop would have been, can be sometimes more emotionally frustrating than actually just taking a loss. You guys know do you guys relate to that at all? Obviously when you put your stop at break even, the whole purpose is because you believe, okay, I feel like I have enough newer structure, newer price action and PD arrays protecting my trade, protecting my entry, that if price were to return to my entry, I would feel a little bit like I wouldn't feel as confident about it anymore. So right, in terms of probabilities, that's kind of how you look at it, but it definitely can be really frustrating when you get stopped at break even and then it just goes like instantly, like it just instantly says F you, you made the wrong decision. We're going right where you thought we were gonna go without you now. You know, that can be emotional. A lot of times that can create a urge to want to go on tilt. You know, revenge trade, get it back, FOMO, whatever. So you really kind of have to just consciously remind yourself, like, dude, nothing bad happened. You got stopped at break even. Yeah, you missed the move, but still better than a loss. Like, if you chase the trade out of revenge, you're probably going to end up doing harm, which you were trying to prevent in the first place. So don't let one wrong decision turn into two, I guess is the moral of that. Like, easier said than done, but that's the purpose, right? Like, if you make a mistake, you know, whether it's over managing your trade or, you know, you just miss something or whatever, you don't want to make it worse by doubling down on that mistake by making another one. You know, trying to get redemption. Sometimes it's best to just sit back, just wait. Give yourself a chance to like kind of mentally reset. Because like when you're seeing it play out instantly, like, I mean, you're feeling all the emotions of that and you're just like, fuck. You know? So that's what makes trading difficult. And then sometimes you lose it and chase it. Yeah. I mean, both bearish. It just kind of depends on like the size, like how volatile the market is, stop loss size, account size being traded. So it varies, but both. It really comes down to like your risk tolerance and how much you want to risk, you know, depending on the kind of, you know, accounts you have, right? XFAs, some people trade XFAs differently than combines, or what have you. So yeah, it kind of just depends on all those other variables, but you find break-even is emotionally draining after getting the market just to get zitch out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any other than the wisdom I already shared. I don't know. I don't have anything else to share really about it. It's just one of the parts of trading that can add an element of emotional turmoil that can lead to the downfall of any given trader at any given moment. So no one said it'd be easy, right? Shit. Well, typical in between macro behavior here, I'd say. It'd be funny if I said that and then we instantly just dropped. I love having great timing like that. But the good news for me is this trade isn't totally gone yet. If we get what we need to see here, we haven't hit previous day low yet, so POI is still on the table, folks. Still on the table, folks. Absolutely building up a nice little shelf of sell side here. Yeah, it really did give me the middle finger, Islam. That it did. That it did. Like I said, it might not matter. Like if price does ultimately return all the way back up here, then it really would not have mattered because I would have been stopped at break even anyway, even after all of that. You know, so at the end of the day, it might not matter, but for now, it absolutely gave me the middle finger. Even if it did stop me at a break even, it'd been more fun to be a part of this. Or it would have made it even that much more painful getting stopped at break even. I don't know. How close did we get? Like 15 points, roughly? Yeah, from the low. No fun, only pain. No fun, only pain. But hey, so far, the goal of today was to avoid any and all unnecessary losses, and we did that so far. Come on. You know, it could be worse. I could be crashing out and breaking my entire trading setup right now. Best move of the day already happened, you think? Maybe, yeah. Maybe. It depends if we get any follow-through or not. All right. For those of you guys holding, I don't want it to go any higher for you. This is all I... Okay, well, it's going higher than I thought, but... I just wanted to see us poke above this into the 5-minute gap, give us that change in the state of delivery, and then hop back in, the old girl. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. She might be coming for it all. We'll see. What are we hitting? We hit the 5-minute. 5-minute up close candle here. What would be the correct ICT term? Would this be a propulsion or a mitigation block? It's one of the two. It's not an order block. It's either propulsion or mitigation. Which one it is? I have no idea. Wow. Yeah, so it wouldn't have mattered. I would have got stopped at break even anyway, folks. Wow. I got my Trump Twitter notifications on, so I get notified if you tweet something, but I don't see nothing. That move so fast made me hiccup. What in the... What the... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Was that just from the 10:30 open? Wait, what? Yeah, that's literally the 30-minute candle into a 30-minute gap. Interesting. Into a 30-minute gap. Oops. What did I do? Huh. All right, well, we can clear all this up. Are you guys loving the price today? Big fans or no? Sheesh. God, I hate... No, I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I don't like that close. No. No. I don't like that. I don't like it yet. Yeah, perhaps something like this. Could be in the cards. If we get it. Keep in mind, this is a 30-minute fair value gap we're tapping into here above this previous high. McDonald's hiring? Oh, yeah, they're always hiring. That's why we always have a backup plan. If all else fails. Oh, wow. All right, let's see if we can get this inversion here. If so, we'll hop in. See if we can ride it down a previous day low finally once and for all. Bruh. Bruh.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
You guys know what I mean? Alrighty then. Well, we might be waiting for the next macro anyway. Filtering out the losses, though, guys. That's what's most important, though. That's what's most important. Filtering out unnecessary impulse entries slash ultimately would probably be losses, so. $34.73 on my first day, 100K eval. Wow. that you first day 100k eval over 3k. You made over the consistency rule. So but congrats. You'll just have to make the extra on top of your profit target, H. Which is fine. No, I wouldn't recommend giving some back because you might accidentally just win more. I mean, yeah, so I don't know if I would agree with that, but I mean, I guess you could if you want to risk it. But congrats, hey, either way. That's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. H. Definitely a good problem to have. $1K from blowing your fund did help. You know, size down. Don't be in a hurry. Take really, really good trades that you don't mind losing. If you take a trade that you don't... Like, if you take a trade and you're just like, dude, even if this trade... Like, the trades you want to take are, like, the ones you're like, if this trade loses, I'm really not going to be I'm not going to be pissed. Because it was a great trade. Like, and you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know when you take a trade and you're just like, you know what? Like, this trade looks so good. I feel like the draw and liquidity just jumping off the chart at me. If this still loses, there's nothing more I can do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And those are the best losses to take. You're just like, dude, I would take that trade every time I see it. You know? But yeah, size down if you want. And give yourself some wiggle room, right? Try to claw your way back out of the hole, if you will. Trade some micros. Have a grand old time. But maybe also I would say, like, you know, use the economic calendar in your favor as well. Right? Don't try to catch a trade every day. That's what ICT was mentioning yesterday in the Telegram message that I read to you guys. It was just basically talking about, like, the undisciplined trader wants to sit, like, they sit at the chart, and because they're sitting at the chart, if they leave the chart without having taken any trades, they feel like they've wasted their time. You know, and if you want to have any level of, like, knowing when to have high expectations or when to not have high expectations, the economic calendar is your best friend, right? So I literally started the stream off by saying I did not have high expectations today, and therefore my goal was to actually play more defense than offense. However, if I saw something great, I was still going to allow myself to take it, and I did. I took a trade that I agreed with. I think it made a lot of sense. Clearly, it played out almost all the way to the actual target, but all in all, ultimately, I would have been stopped at break even no matter how I managed that. Unless I was still risk on, which I wouldn't be. But I'm not mad because that was my expectation. Like, I got exactly what I expected today. Versus, like, when you got, obviously, other news drivers, CPI, PPI, you know, like, tomorrow should be a good day. You got PMI on Friday, right? Like, those are what you'd want to have a little bit higher expectations, or allow yourself to have higher expectations for, you know, instead of trying to force it on, you know, Tuesday, day after a bank holiday, no red folder news. Today, morning of FOMC meeting, minutes later this afternoon. So, you know, it can be really frustrating if you're trading those days and you're sitting there like, oh, I got to get it done right now. I'm like, I hate this feeling of being close to, you know, losing the account or being in drawdown. I got to get out of drawdown. And then you're trying to force it on days where conditions aren't even good. And then it just makes it more frustrating. Right? Let's go ahead and delete these. Keep everything nice and tidy here. But yeah, man. Yeah, how's let's do a pulse check, shall we, huh? Let's see how everybody's feeling, how everybody's doing. I took one trade today, got stopped at break even. If you're just joining us, how did everyone do today? Green, red, or flat / BE. Let me know, boys and girls, how you have done so far today. Are you green? Are you red? Are you flat or break even? Let me know. But yeah, either way, I feel pretty satisfied. I mean, it's in hindsight, you know, it makes that break even that I took. More easy to deal with the pain of this run that it was doing for a moment. A little easier to bear knowing that it didn't get all the way to the target without me, boys. But I won't lie to you. I won't lie. I wasn't rooting against you. I would have been happy for you, for those that stayed holding that. But yeah, so because of that, it feels to me like I've done all I can do with the price action given today, in all honesty. And we'll see what this next macro has in store. Possibly something, possibly not. We got 5 minutes out from the macro, 15 minutes out from the top of the hour, so. But all in all today, yeah. As expected, I'd say. Definitely generated some fat relative equal lows, though. For potentially a later date. You got to remember, this is like the only kicker, was the fact that yesterday's daily low tapped into the daily inefficiency on ES. Right? So if you're looking for discrepancy in price, ES chart and Q chart, right? So we do have an SMT with that on the higher time frames for the for upside. But ultimately still inside the daily range. Previous day high or low has not been swept. So yeah, just kind of diddling in the middle here, folks. Just kind of diddling in the middle. Right back at first presentation. But looking at the poll here, let's see. About 50 votes. We got nice little mixed bag here today. Yeah, okay. 39% red, 37% flat or break even. Quarter, you guys are green. Okay. For those of you guys that are red, let me know in the chat what you took. If you really want me to take a deep look at it, you can drop it in the Discord as well. Like if you want to show like your chart and executions. But otherwise, if you want to just mention in the chat, you know, what trade you took, what your bias was. Like for those of you guys that are red, what happened? Did you overtrade? Did you revenge trade? All sorts of different things could have happened. But Rustards, I don't know if you're on here or not. I just saw your post in the Discord at 3 a.m. yesterday in the live stream. Man, just got back to my for entry. I don't even want the profits. I don't even want the profits anymore. That's funny. All right, I'm seeing these here. Can I share? Let me see if I can add a source here. Pull the Discord open. Macro starting in a couple minutes. Where is it? There we go. Screen capture. Discord. That is my other monitor. I don't know why it's showing that. Ultra wide, ultra. There we go. Show full screen. No. Is it? Do I gotta like? Is that why? Ah, that's why. That's why. All right. This is who sent this? Pluto? Hang on, I'm blocking my head here. Yeah, get my head in there. Holy. A lot of executions. Short. So I'm seeing the first execution was a sell. Got stopped out or closed it, went long. Closed. I'm confused what's going on here, Pluto. I'm seeing a lot of arrows going both directions. Phrase I demonstrated experience with this version. Okay. Caught that long on ES, those equal highs, looks like. Step one more conscious step two. We only target previous high or low. Step three. Base C2 minutes. Nice. Yeah, nice old green day there for you, Kraken. Had a boy, Kraken. So if I just minimize this, does this go away? Ah, yes. Yes. Very nice. Right on. Right on. All right, guys. Macro starting here. Let's see what the end of the hour brings. If anything, I don't know. Might as well just watch it at this point. But all in all, hopefully you guys stayed safe today for the most part. Happy to hear if some of you guys are green. Let me look through the chat here. VWAP bro. Yes. Do we have a VWAP open? VWAP bro. We're at VWAP now. VWAP open? Not really. I mean, yeah, no, not really. Tyler Jacobs in the chat, by the way, boys. He claims that VWAP opens. If we open, price opens at VWAP. That's usually also seek and destroy. So seek and destroy days tend to also open around the VWAP or at the VWAP. Little nugget there, if you will, if you're interested. What is she day? Small red. Took a bullish turtle soup opening in the last 130. Feeling confident. Oh, traded as fuck. Overtraded as fuck. Switch bias went so long, still trash. 30 seconds CSD. Took pretty range. Shorted the 5-minute gap. Close it along the inversion. Pluto, you're just sending it both directions, aren't you, today? I appreciate the honesty, though. I appreciate the honesty, guys. I believe you said you were paper trading in the Discord, I believe, right? You guys like my ICT gifts? Minimize that. Let's check the hour. Is anybody of the opinion that we'll see the current 4-hour candle expand? Is anybody of that opinion? like to the previous 4-hour candle high. I believe this would be well, London's up here, right? London, Asia. This is our pre-market 4-hour candle. Is anybody of that opinion? Is anybody of the opinion of the we see higher prices on the current 4-hour? No, we'll keep that on actually. Or not so much. Problem is we keep wicking, like in the short term here, we keep wicking these highs. Like we just wicked these highs on ES, created another bearish SMT divergence. Here. So all the divergences with today's price action have been at the highs. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? ES swept, yeah, previous hour high and low. Nice. We did end up getting a 1-hour inversion here, didn't we? On the ES chart. And NQ. Okay. There might be something here, folks. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. Getting some displacement here. Okay, okay. What would this trade look like, huh? Something like this? Can we get something like this? Very interesting. Perhaps we can. I'm gonna go ahead and set a limit on that and see if it gets picked up or not. If it doesn't, it's whatever, I guess. But I like that. Look at this. Look at this volume picking up. What are we doing? Holy guacamole. All right, let's see what happens here. Looking like it just wants to go straight down. It's looking like it just wants to go straight to, you know what. Yeah, we'll see if the 1 hour that's about to open can wick up and tag my entry. That'd be sick. I've longed 8 times. Let me know when you play Russian roulette. Yeah, well, we might as well do 9. What's 8? You know, why would you stop at 8? You know? All right, let me close this poll off here. 26 green, 35 red. Most of you guys are flat, apparently. Flat or break even. Not gonna lie, second stream here, loving it. Oh, Raylan.
Nice.
I'm happy to hear that, Raylan. Appreciate it. Much love. I like the stream, guys, if you're having fun hanging out. If I've had any fun today. We've only taken one trade stop to break even, obviously. Avoided a lot of unnecessary losses, though. Hopefully you guys did the same, feel the same way about today's price action in today's session. But yeah, all in all, man, I guess I don't really have too many complaints. I could have performed much worse today, that is for sure. These conditions make it challenging for any trader, I would say, to try to navigate. Second stream as well. Welcome, Trippy. Glad to have you here. Let's see, guys. New hour opening up here. I might get tagged in after all. Okay, let's see. If one of these inefficiencies don't send us lower now, I guess, but hey, bug, come here. Come on. You want to say hi? He's whining. He wants me to take him out, but you want to say hi? Come here. Jump up. Good boy. Say it. Look, I'm about to get triggered in, bug. Look, bug. Yeah. What do you think? Oh, Jax, I'm in. No treats for you if this hits stop loss. You don't get no treats today if this gets stopped out. I'm serious. That's the thing. We'll go out after this trade, okay, bug? Okay, bug? Alright, go fuck off. Yeah, he sheds. Oh yeah, he sheds. Yep. He sure does. We got lint rollers on tap over here. Dog never stops snotting. Yeah, he's not fixed either, so yeah, he gets horny sometimes. How to put P&L instead of points in entry and stop loss box? Just go to your trading view settings. This thing is coming up without a... No treats for you, Jax. I'm serious. You just come here and change this to money. Oh, shit. There we go. Wow. I might be joining the red team. Yeah. Get out in the pullback? No, Raylan, come on. I gotta stick to the plan here. I see you. I know the 5 minute you're talking about. You're talking about this right here. This inversion. But no. We got one contract on here. 20-point stop, about a $400 risk. This is all right. Good risk reward. SMT at the highs. And in this macro here, so no, I'm all right with it. I've accepted the risk. If I get stopped, I get stopped. I'd be much more tempted to do that though if I had probably 2 contracts for sure. I'd be like, maybe it's not worth it. Yeah, Trump, you can tweet any minute now. Any minute now. That'd be great. Oh, he actually did tweet 6 minutes ago. He tweeted 6 minutes ago from basically a screenshot from Truth Social. Something about Zelensky. I don't really... TLDR. Too long, didn't read. NQ, I condemn you back to hell. Yeah, I don't know. I might do a time stop on this as well with the end of the macro. I'll give it one more 1 minute candle. It'll probably be a Shrek candle straight to my stop loss, but it might not be. But then again, it might be. I'm afraid I cut this trade and then it just absolutely dies. But it's definitely not showing me what I want to see for sure. Not the highest conviction trade. Yeah, fuck it, dude. Oh, man. Give it a moment here. Alright, guys. Gonna cut it there. Gave it more of a time stop than anything. 5 points. That's alright. That's alright. We'll cut that out. Let's see if it would have hit stop loss. I was watching this candle here, and right as it closed bullish, I said, fuck that. Yes, sir. Look at that. Yep, loss avoided. Full loss avoided, so that's all right. That's all right. All right. Hell yeah, we'll chalk that up as a moral victory. Yeah, man. We'll see what happens. The keep in mind the 4 hour, how the 4 hour candle was looking. So, here's how the 4 hour looks. So, I mean, yeah, if you're bullish, I mean, you might be eyeing up London high, you know, previous 4 hour candle high, London high, Asia high. This SMT is finally deleted, so. Yeah, kind of just a trickier day, man, for sure. Obviously, we kind of half-assed caught some short this morning, and then ultimately, if you were holding for previous day low, that never got taken, so most likely break even for a lot of folks. Perhaps some partials along the way. That'd be about it, though, yeah. Macros over here, so. Yeah, just tough, man. Diddling in the middle, like we talked about at the beginning of the stream. Diddling in the middle of this previous daily range, so. A lot of fuckery. A lot of fuckery. Probably best to step away for a moment. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see what kind of volatility the meeting minutes brings. Like I said, it's not the Fed funds rate, so you know, don't think of it like that because it's not. So in all likelihood, I might be done for the day, but nevertheless, regardless, we'll be back tomorrow morning. Got unemployment tomorrow and PMI on Friday, so I think the later part of the week should be the better part of the week for sure. So, but Anyway, guys, appreciate you showing up. Like the stream before you head out. Let me make one last little scroll through the chat here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Good close. Nice cut. Thanks. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I stubbornly wanted to hold it. I won't lie. I really did. I stubbornly wanted to hold it. So I had to fight my stubbornness a little bit to close that, and I'm happy I did, obviously. One candle later would have been the death of me, so that's all right. That is all right, guys. Appreciate you showing up. Enjoy the rest of your guys' Wednesday. If you need anything, I'll be in the Discord, and if I do anything else today, I'll update you guys on Twitter, YouTube, etc., etc. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you kids tomorrow morning. Peace and love, everybody.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ charts on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. Dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.